Hey everyone, here for our summary for Dishonored Rebirth, a Blades in the Dark campaign. So, the group back at their hideout, I guess not their hideout, but their informant drop off station, where others have informed them of jobs or information. They seen Syra. She seemed to be wandering this kind of lowbrow, maybe lowbrow is not the right word. Hmm. Anyways, this library, which was in a bit of disrepair. The group approached her, and it turned out that she had a bit of information from the people she worked with last, as they chose to cut what they had promised her and pay. And if the crew would make it up, she would pass on what they were up to. And the crew debated and decided to take her on that. So it turned out that the Wraiths employed her last were looking into a servant woman, um, Frina. The group took interest in this and asked some follow up questions. So as they gathered a little bit of information on her, like where she lived, etc., they started doing some gather info. Looking into some past events, they turned out that the person in Charter Hall responsible for a lot of the orders of this occult stuff and paintings was a Malcolm. In addition to that, they learned that he was sharing most of what he was bringing in, but he seemed to come into a great deal amount of money recently, though no one's certain where it came from. Gathering some information about Freya, it turns out that she works for a Lillian Penn, a noblewoman of fairly high standing, and that she owes the Lampblacks a lot of money for her failed attempt at a Charter Hall education, at which point she was kicked out for blaming for setting fire to one of the buildings. So the group decided to check her out. They had learned that she receives beer bottle deliveries in the depths of the night every few days. Breaking into her apartment, they weren't there long before there was a knock at the door. A man with red eyes and a cowl kind of peered in as the others looked out through the hole. They remained quiet until he left. Searching around, there was a number of spirit bottles that had been drained of all echoes in the ghost field, including the ruins that keep ghosts in usually. Further exploration found a locked box under her bed, where they found another spirit mask and a list of names that had hers and Gwen Forge and 6 others on it. Eventually, they decided just to wait. When the servant woman returned to her cramped apartment, she was shocked to see the entire crew there. They ushered her in, offered her a bottle of whiskey, and got some of the following information. She works for Lillian Penn. Since she witnessed something in Lillian Penn's basement, a friend of hers, Malcolm, did something, and now she consumes ghosts. Though she can't directly affect them, she has to consume them from spirit bottles. He set up these arrangements. It costs her nothing, but it causes her great pain. The group examining this found she was cursed by some kind of demon that'll consume her essence if it's not fed these ghosts. They also learned that Julius Oft was a close friend of Lillian Penn's, and he might have helped arrange some of these spirit bottle situations. They learned that the Wraiths were using this servant woman to spy on Lillian Penn and try and get as much dirt as possible. The group found the scribblings of such and have taken it into their custody. The group basically warned her that she was in danger and that they may keep her safe for the right price. Though she didn't seem to have much use, the group didn't outright dismiss her. With that, they returned home and discussed what was happening. As things turned, another friend was picked up, but the bluecoats were paid off. And now the group waits. Alright, guys, hope everyone had a fun session. I will see you all Friday. Bye for now.